also know that there was a really big trouble for the football German team this year, and a lot of people think that fault belonged to the trainer's leadership style and the way he handled the players. That's why today we invite to our expert about leadership and management, Alena Borders and Jan Meyer.
Thank you for having us. It's a pleasure to meet you. As you already said, there is a big problem right now. The performance of the national football team is lacking, and we think that leaders and their styles determine the performance of the team. It obviously depends on how much the team's preferences about the leader and the leader's actual leadership style are coherent.
Wow, yes. And we received a letter from our audience, and they asked that why don't the trainers just press the players to have bad consequences?
Yeah, so that would be called actually a form of negative physical kita. And in our study, we argue that that approach does not really motivate the person that it is supposed to be motivated. And therefore, it is not an effective solution here, because it might be a short-term improvement, but it would be a demotivation in the long term. So in general, it is better to use positive kita.
Okay, so now relating to your study, have you found that leaders prefer negative or positive kita?
Our interview partners said that they would not use any negative kita. They agreed on using positive kita and felt that if some sort of short-term motivation or incentives are needed, then they should not come from threats. But it is important to keep in mind that this might differ from industry to industry.
And don't forget the traits.
Oh, excuse me, can you explain for me the traits?
Sure, of course. So traits can explain up to 30% of a leader's behavior and are characteristics that define who the leader is. There have been multiple attempts to define which traits are the most effective for a leader, but again, it depends on the industry and the position itself.
In our findings, it became obvious that the people we interviewed were similar in the traits they possess. For example, most of them are empathetic, emotional, friendly, or inspiring. And in a way, they resemble one another, but as soon as one takes a closer look, they are very different.
Oh, so what exactly are differences in your interview?
Apart from general differences like age, gender, and country of origin, they are different in their experience and the time they have worked. This is important because the longer you work, the more likely it is that you experience a life-changing incident that shapes you and makes you a new person.
Yeah, these events occur in different forms and are called crucibles. One example from our interviews was the financial crisis and all the changes that came with it in form of personal management and also a continuous overview over the cost development.
Oh, it has been really interesting. Unfortunately, we are running out of time. But so I will give a chance for an audience here to ask questions.
Yes, hi. I have a question. Why is your sample size so small?
Thank you for the question. We are aware of that issue and we are currently working on solving the problem. Unfortunately, it is quite hard to get funding.
And that's all for today. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you our audience at home. So now we will have to say goodbye. See you next week.